back in the Extreme ring, we got a WWE Legends Series Elite Collection figure from Series 11. These are more Target exclusive now. We got Bam Bam Bigelow, who's had a Mattel figure before, but I think this one's a little later in his career, and especially based in ECW, which will be interesting to check out. We'll open up, talk about the figure appearance, and old Bam Bam in this representation as well. We got Fists and Open Hands as the alternates. Well, here's the real winner of this set is the ECW Television Championship. But as I've been seeing with some of these titles that they've included wrestlers with, this is not the version of the ECW title Bam Bam held when he did win the championship there. It was a little older design. This is the more modern, later, very late 90s and up to the year 2000 title is what this is, which I like and want because I do enjoy this design. But if you're going with the figure and trying to represent the same time period it's saying on the back of the box, this is not the title that he held. So I wouldn't really display it with him since it's kind of a time travel situation. But it'll be great for other later ECW television champions. So I kind of got this mostly craving this ECW TV title. But we will check out Bam Bam here, his grayscale kind of attire. Not the usual colorful flames. A little red on the boots, but otherwise it's all that gray. We got the real scan kind of face, so it's gonna look even better than maybe an older release of him. Big old head tattoo. A little bit of flames on the back. And let's note these here tattoos here as such, especially this under his arm here, and also the closed mouth expression, because I do have the other Bam Bam here, and we can see this one does not have that real scan, so he looks a little cartoony just because they were trying to represent him. Still pretty solid on the head tat, but this one does have a kind of an open mouth. Strangely, his logo is flipped, so I'm not sure if that's an inaccuracy one way or the other. But here we can see the tattoos, where on the right arm here, the older one does not have that. So I feel like this is probably an older time period, or either they were just simply missing that tattoo, but here we have more complete tattoos for him. And on the back here, of course, you can see they didn't put anything, although that might be accurate to the period as well. Then he just has the laced boots. But since Bam Bam was in so many different wrestling organizations, this could actually still work for ECW. He did wear his more colorful attires there, as well as this gray. Bam Bam Bigelow also got a spin fighter. I have a whole video on this little wrestling set as well. But what I kind of am looking at this as a WCW Bam Bam, because he did go there not long after ECW. And I do recall this grayscale attire quite a bit in WCW. And he would have been teaming with Diamond Dallas Page and Canyon. So if you get a hold of like a Mattel WCW tag title, which I show which figure this comes with in a review on my channel here as well. But he did hold this title and this appearance in WCW, which is important with talking about his ECW TV title that he did not actually hold this appearance of, but he was WCW Tag Champ. I think for this appearance, I do like this as a WCW Bam Bam, even though it's packaged and kind of sold as an ECW Bam Bam, but he doesn't come with the right ECW Television Championship. So I'm all for more ECW representation, but I'm also looking for more figures for my WCW collection as well. I appreciate the title for ECW, because that's going to go on maybe, you know, Rob Van Dam or someone that held this version of the newer version of the title, but still good use for the figure too, because you can still use it as an ECW Bam Bam, you can use it as a WCW Bam Bam Bigelow. If you want to swap like the better head on your kind of classic Bam Bam, certainly an option as well if you preferred him kind of in WWF days. But either way, it's a solid figure, super solid accessory, plus the hands too. I mean, just not a typical inclusion in the older days of the WB Mattel. You're getting all that elite articulation here. Even though they probably mostly got to reuse their old Bam Bam parts. Updated face, different attire, different boots, the flame. So I'm happy with the pair. And I open all my wrestling collectibles here and other action figure and collectible stuff. All the nostalgia stuff, some new things like this. Leave a like for old Bam Bam here if you like checking him out. Hopefully you'll get to see something else. I might recommend the Legends of Lucha Libre weapon sets if you're kind of into some ECW stuff. Some pretty nice accessories in that one. Extreme.